All right. Let's go through these quick like. I appreciate your patience as I chatted with Mr. Johnson there for a minute. Which of these inequalities best described the situation? Now, two of them can be eliminated right off the bat again, correct?
1 and 3 can be eliminated.
1 and 3 can be eliminated. Looks like they have a solid line there. Now it says checking and savings account 500 or more. So what does 500 or more mean? Last one. $500 or more. Complete the graph. Well, 500 or more, greater than symbol, that direction. Question number 2. Got an inequality, Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
3p plus 2c greater than 120.
I like it. Could I use X and Y?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't though. It does tell me what to use for popcorn and lemonade cups in the problem, so probably should use those letters. Solve it for C. Again, cups of lemonade is your Y value, and you can plot it, or you can just say, to get 120 bucks, how much popcorn could I get if I don't get any lemonade? That'd be 40. How many cups of lemonade could I get if I don't buy any popcorn? 60. And it is a dotted line. Do the best you can at connecting those. Greater than would be above it. Again, the only time you have to watch is if this term is negative right here. That's when your sign's gonna flip. C, how can we check if the boundary is included or excluded from the solution? How can we check the boundary? I think that just means these outside points. How do we know if those are included? Well, 40 times 3, is that more than 120? No, it's exactly 120, right? So just plug and check is what I would do. Plug and check and see if it's true. Question number 3. Samantha, you got that one?
I think it's right.
Okay, let's hear it. D, huh? I do not have D.
Fine idea, just one mistake.
What do you have?
See.
Yeah, C is what I have. It has to be less than, but it can be equal to. That's why the line is solid. You can spend your whole budget. You certainly cannot go over. Question number 4, writing an inequality. So again, I like to write it in decimal forms. Dime is, of course, 10 cents. Quarter is 25. And at least, so I need to use greater than or equal to 850. At least 850. All right, so how many dimes would give me $8.50?
85.
85 dimes. I'm putting a dot there. That means no quarters. How many quarters would give me $8.50? 34. I'm connecting the dots. Greater than means above. So everything up there is going to work. Question C, suppose there are 25 dimes in the jar, write an inequality that represents it. Well, if I have 25 dimes, that is $2.50. How much are quarters worth?
25.
Yeah, so if I take that divided by 25 cents, that'll tell me the minimum amount of quarters that will give me $6 to make sure I have over 850. So Q has to be greater than or equal to whatever that number is. Some of you maybe divided and said 24. So 24 quarters or more, that would be fine as well. Question number 5. Anybody see the mistake there?
I don't know, this one was kind of hard.
Yeah?
You just got rid of the X.
Yeah, the X disappeared. we get to that point, you could subtract 8x, but the x's are not going to just disappear. All right, you can't just take an x off. There's where their mistake was. Question 6. Write a system of equations that work there. 2.5 pounds of red and yellow lentils. So there's my first equation, 2.5 pounds. Red and yellow, X and Y. $1.80 a pound. So just like our quarters, here our value is $1.80 and I spent $4.05.
Could you use R and Y instead of X?
Sure, yep. It doesn't say what letters. It does actually say we should specify. So X would be red lentils and Y would be yellow. B. Elena says that can't be right. Explain how Elena can tell that something is wrong.
It doesn't equal $4.05.
Yeah, I mean, how do those lines differ? How would I get from the top one to the bottom? 1.8 times 1.8. What's 2.5 times 1.8?
Not 4.05.
The exact same. So those two equations are exactly the same. So what's going to be true if we graph them?
Wait, it does equal?
I think so. 4.5 times 1.8. Pretty close to the same, right? 450. So they're not exactly the same. Anybody try to graph them? Let's graph them. Samira, graph them, please.
I'm really tired.
Got them? Yeah, there's going to be a certain issue here. Again, as she's checking those, if I would take everything times 1.8, you'll notice I would get this. And if I look at those two, how can two different exact equations on the left equal two different numbers on the right? How can I take 1.8 times x and 1.8 times y and get two different answers?
Weird.
Yeah, you can't. So what's the graph look like? Yeah, it's parallel. They will never intersect, so there is no solution to this problem. That's how they can tell there's a mistake. Oh, then she says, oops, I meant to say about 2.25 pounds. Revise your system of equations.
Now it works.
Now, is it possible to tell? So why don't you just change the number in our graph to 2.25 on the top one? See if they cross.
They're on top of each other.
Oh, now they are the exact same line. So they still don't intersect.
Aren't they supposed to cross?
Same exact equation. So you can't tell where they cross because they cross everywhere. Every point is a solution. So there are many values at work. Question 7. I got 4 answers here. And again, if I'm going to solve that, I'm going to distribute the negative sign first and the negative 8. I'm going to combine like terms on the left side. I'm going to add 8x. I am going to add 9 and divide by 5. Looks like they want a decimal though.
Doesn't that double negative make it positive?
Where at?
7, negative 7 minus.
Nope, I am combining. I spent $7 and I spent $2. That means I spent a total of $9. If I was subtracting a negative, it would. What is 1/5 as a decimal? So I'm looking for all the numbers that are less than 0.2. Not E. Not equal to. Thought there was an equal sign there, Samara. Sorry. Don't be so angry. Number 8, we started on that one yesterday. It says less than or equal here. That's where we left yesterday, so that is the shaded region. It says, do the points 1.5 and -4 work? And 0, -4. Are they in the shaded region?
Well, one of them is.
Which one?
0, -4.
Yeah, this one is. And I'm just going to show that I looked at the graph here. You judging that?
No.
Okay. B, which ones work?
1 and 4.
In the shaded region. Shade it. Are the points on the line included here?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's not dotted.
Not dotted is correct.